Okay, so there is a saying that there is no bad weather, only bad clothing. Except for the fact that on Friday we have a high of 15 below. I would call that pretty miserable weather. Anyway, which is why I forced myself to go outside right now for a walk, even though it's snowing and it's not exactly warm. But the sun is actually trying to peek out a little bit. Oh my goodness! It is pure ice under the snow. So, but it's either this or going walking on the treadmill in my basement, in my utility room, which is about as soul-sucking as they come. So we do it in the winter so we can keep active. However, if I have a chance to be outside, I should take it, right? Even if I have to convince myself that I really want to be out here. So we just had lunch. Kids are doing their after meal chores. Actually, and some of the other kids are doing their morning chores that they didn't get done before school, that they are supposed to get done before school. But we are having a hard time getting back in the swing of things. We had a super nice, very long, what kind of critter made that track? Oh, that's funny. I have no idea what that is. What is this? What do you think that is? No idea. We have a lot of squirrel tracks, a lot of deer tracks, some bunny tracks, a lot of cat tracks. I have no idea what that was. We had a very nice, very long Christmas break. Since Brett is a professor, we try to take as much of his break off as we can. So instead of the typical week and a half, 2 weeks that most students get, we take a good month off of school. But today is technically the first day back for classes for this university, and we have been back this week. But things are not going well. We're having some problems getting up in the morning. We're having some problems staying motivated. So hopefully we can turn that around, finish the week off strong, and then next week just be back to normal. We will see. When it's cold and dark, it is hard to wake up and get going in the morning. I try to have the kids go out in the morning before school, but that requires them getting up early enough to get their stuff done so they can go outside before school. And quite frankly, it has been too cold in the morning to go do that. So we've been skipping our morning time outside, which kind of stinks. It's really nice to do that first thing in the morning, get some fresh air, but when it's like 10 below, I'm not going to send my kids outside to go play. I think it's currently about 10 above zero right now, Fahrenheit. So there's that. This winter we haven't had too many big snowstorms, but very frequently it's been snowing just enough to make things pretty and white again, but not so much snow that it makes the roads too bad to drive on. So I always appreciate those years. But it looks like we're in for a nice long cold snap here. I think tomorrow we have a high of 1 below. Friday is a high of 15 below. Saturday is 5 below or something. So today, this afternoon, we're going to make sure our cats are all snug in they live in our garage. They have a heated house. They will be fine. They also have fur, but I always do like to make sure that everything is working up there. So the rest of the day we will be plugging away at our school day, and then I have to balance our checkbook because I have not done that in a long time. And I think I'm also going to spend some time making some facial oil stuff that I make. Anyway, so hopefully I can get that done. My avocados ripened faster than I thought they would, so I think we're going to switch our dinner for tonight and do some sort of Mexican something so we can have some guacamole with that. So anyway, first day back at classes for the local university students. Hopefully everything went well, and yeah, I'm gonna finish my walk. Hopefully I won't completely freeze, and then back inside. Maybe I'll have hot chocolate. That actually sounds very nice. All right, I am back in the house. I survived. It's actually very nice out there, so hopefully we can get these kiddos getting their schoolwork done so I can send them outside, and then we're gonna hole up and hibernate in the house for multiple days. Okay, so this is frost. This is all ice on the inside of our window. I don't think I've ever seen it that extreme before. We get this quite a bit, where there's just a little bit in the bottom of our windows. But that's new. While the south is apparently getting slammed with a snowstorm today, we have this thing that they like to call an Arctic blast, or maybe it's a polar vortex, something that makes it sound really exciting. It's 28 below right now with a negative 45 wind chill. That's cold. So we have outdoor kitties. They're all cats at this point. And most of them are in our garage, which is somewhat insulated. And we have one cat who does not get along with the other cats, so she doesn't live in the garage, and we did not want her to freeze to death. So she is currently in our guest bathroom, and then she gets to come out. I lost my coffee. She gets to come out and hang out with us during the day. definitely today, probably tomorrow, because it is very cold. Schools are canceled everywhere, and except here, because we can do school, and we need to because we took a very long, oh, that's cold. I don't know that I'm going to open up all my blinds today. Anyway, that is what's happening this morning. Brett is home, and they're playing goblins downstairs in the basement right now. We are currently reading George MacDonald's The Princess and the Goblin. So we like goblins now, even though goblins are not very nice in this book. Anyway, they're playing goblins. I'm going to figure out what to feed these people. We did not make bread this week. We have eggs, and I don't usually buy cereal, so I've made oatmeal for the past 2 mornings, and not everybody really likes oatmeal, including myself. I feel bad for anybody who's out here driving. Oh no, it's an electrical truck. That's not good. Brett is going on a men's retreat this weekend, and I'm glad they're not leaving today. So I am going to finish my morning stuff and try to get these people rolling. I'm not too worried about getting started on time because we have nothing else to do today other than basically cleaning and doing schoolwork. No one is stepping foot outside, I guess, except for Marcy, who has to go feed the cats up in the garage, but that shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully they're not little kitty popsicles. All right, we are on day 2 of like 20 below right now. I think it got up to about 8 below yesterday, so that's fun. It is actually a Saturday. I'm just now getting my breakfast made. Kids had leftover pancakes, but I don't think I want to start off my day with pancakes. So I'm making some eggs. Hopefully I don't burn them. Everyone is moving quite slowly this morning. Brett is off to a men's retreat. Marcy is about to go out and freeze. And Bella. Make sure you have snow stuff on. There you go. Okay. 20 below. They're not like going out. They're just going to go take care of a couple of animals in the garage. I'll show you one of the animals. It's not in the garage. This little gal. Hi, kitty. Are you happy that you're not in the garage? She is our cat who does not get along with the other cats, and so she only has like an insulated box that she sleeps in underneath our kind of our porch thing. We don't really have a porch anymore. Anyway, we had a 3-season room. That used to be a 3-season room back there. It is now our dining room, but underneath it, it's just, I guess, pier and beam, and so there's a like space under there. Anyway, she lives in there in an insulated box, and maybe she would have been fine, but I did not want to be responsible for a kitty popsicle, so she got to come in. She's actually a very good inside kitty. Basically leaves everybody alone, which is the best kind of inside kitty, but we're all allergic to cats and dogs, as it turns out, so that's fun. So we can't really have any inside animals, but if we could, she would definitely be on the top of the list, other than the fact that she sheds a lot. So today, since it is so cold, even though it is a Saturday, we are probably going to do a school day, because why not? We're not going outside. My children slam doors. We're definitely not going outside, so I think we'll probably do a little bit of school. We're going to do a lot bit of cleaning. We usually do cleaning on Fridays, but we didn't yesterday because, quite frankly, I knew that we weren't going to be doing anything today either. So I put it off for today. Probably do some extra deep cleaning type things. I don't know. I'll probably write a too long list and only get a 16th of it done. But that's okay. We're definitely going to be watching a movie this afternoon. I think Nika and I are going to be watching a movie tonight. And it's just going to be kind of a chill day. I kind of want to stay in my pajamas. However, I know that I won't get anything done if I stay in my pajamas. I might go find some extra warm clothes. I got the fire started this morning. which thankfully is not the only heat source we have, but anyway, it's just a little bit chilly in the house. I think it was colder this morning than it was yesterday morning, but I could be making that up. I don't really remember. So that is my excitement for today. I'm gonna have breakfast. We're gonna do school. We're gonna clean the house. And I think I'm gonna pay property taxes. Man, doesn't that sound like a fun day. All right, I will check back later.
I'm not ready for a while.
Right, it's currently a heat wave. It is 3 below instead of 15 below or whatever it's been all day. Have I gotten everything done I wanted to do today? No, the day's not over yet, but it's getting close. I told the kids they could watch a movie this afternoon, so they all quick cleaned up the living room, which just doesn't take that long. I used to get super stressed out when my house was a mess, and now I only get mildly stressed out when my house is a mess, because I know that it just doesn't take very long for it to get put back together. So that's good. We can make a mess real quick, but we can also clean up a mess rather quickly.
Parry, strike.
Very good. I think it's thrust.
Oh.
But I mean, I don't know if that's how you do it.
Parry, thrust.
Very good. Very good. During Brett's sabbatical, he and Veronica wanted to learn fencing, but we can't afford fencing foils. So he bought these fiberglass holes from the hardware store, and these are little like what are those called? A furniture coaster type things. Anyway, these are their fencing foils. They got as far, they can move forward, but they don't know how to move backward yet. So, so there's that. Anyway, but Ephraim's gonna go put this away now. Thank you. So that being said, kids are gonna watch a movie. I'll probably watch for a little bit, and also need to get some schoolwork done before the end of the day. And I think Veronica and I are gonna watch Pride and Prejudice tonight, because we haven't watched it yet this winter. Wanted to watch it over Christmas break, but then we were too busy hanging out with everybody, so we didn't do a whole lot of movie watching. The 1996 version, Colin Firth, Jennifer Earl, I don't remember. Anyway, the only version to watch. Do not waste your time watching any of the other versions. That is the only one. Right, we've gotten into some not great habits this year, and one of them is half of my table is always being taken up by whatever. So we eat on this half of the table. This did not happen for the longest time when we first had our table, so I don't know why it's happening now. Did you find your papers?
Yep.
Yay! Put them all together?
Yep.
Excellent. I'm going to be grading some papers, I guess. But this needs to not happen anymore. I don't want a 12-foot table and then have 6 feet of it taken up by other people's things. So there's that. So we're going to work on that. While kids are watching a movie, I'm going to watch for a little bit. I'm also going to get dinner ready. I think it's only like 3:30, not even 3:30 yet. But we'll probably eat early. We are going to Mass tomorrow morning. It's actually supposed to be above 0 at some point tomorrow, so that's exciting. Anyway, Veronica is playing both a processional and recessional, or prelude, and is playing the prelude and the postlude at Mass on organ. So we're going to go to that. I would use the coconut oil.
Okay.
For whatever reason. What's wrong?
Sorry, I just remembered the bread.
Oh,
It's
yay.
not.
You're like Amelia Bedelia. We've had the worst time making popcorn with the olive oil from Costco. We never had problems with it, and now all of a sudden, I don't know if they've changed what kind they get or what kind we're getting or whatever, but it's not great. It just kind of burns and doesn't ever really pop the popcorn, which defeats the whole point. So this is dinner tonight. That would be frozen chicken. That was going to be dinner tonight. I also have frozen pizzas in the freezer. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. I really did want to just actually cook something, but that might be the way we go because it's cold. Are you cold?
Yeah.
Not really. This kid never has socks on, and he makes me cold just by looking at him. Is that true?
Yes.
It's true. Doesn't wear socks.